Okay, so I am going to quit this game. Give me a minute. It got to be something with the game, but we'll find out for sure because I'm going to play another game. So give me a second here. I need to reset the stream. I need to update the titles. It'll take me a couple minutes to get my shit together here. Give me a minute. We'll update those. Let me go to Twitch. Update the game. To Nightingale. We start up Nightingale. Bear with me a bit, guys. At least, even though Nightingale streams have not been very popular, at least I can find out whether restream is the problem. It has happened in the past, but very, very seldom. Servers unavailable? What the shit? Okay, so much for that. We're going to go with Guild Wars 2. Give me a little bit more time to try and get my shit straightened out. This is pissing me off, just a little. I appreciate your patience with me, guys. Let's see. We've got that correct. Good. That should be correct. Let me open up Guild Wars 2. Hey, that's life. Stream problems are not a big deal, realistically. All right, that is not up yet. Give me a second here. Was a Nightingale update? I'm probably not up to date on it if there was a Nightingale update today. That is almost certainly what the problem is. Yeah. But we'll just do a little Guild Wars 2 instead. That'll make a good test as well. We come over here. We choose that. Go to Guild Wars 2. Working quickly, very nice. Over here. We update Restream. That's working. I think everything should be working now. If you're seeing Guild Wars 2, please let me know. Thank you, Vorp. If there's anyone watching on YouTube, if you could ping it too, that would be awesome. Thanks, guys, for hanging around. I appreciate it. Let's see. Asura looks like a badger. That's an improvement for an Asura. I paid extra for the badger cosmetics. Let's see. How about we go with Coffin Ed here? as I believe I played him through the initial storyline. And I can just run around doing events and stuff for an hour or so. I'm cool with that.
Companions of the Lowlanders. What do they
It's
call
Guild
them?
Wars 2, all right. Thank you, Shirke. So, I
heard
mean,
that one attacked a scouting party.
we have recovered.
One I met
Hopefully,
was
we'll see no more
blind.
problems, and that will inform us that the
But I'm
issue
also getting
is
some
that
strange
Restream
readings.
does not
Nothing
play
bad, just odd.
with Throne and Liberty.
As a species, they seem to possess some type of magic. I don't know how that magic manifests, but the vision crystal in my pocket nearly popped when I got close to one.
You hear that?
So I looked into
The
it,
vision
and you know which
crystal
creature
in
has
his
a similar
pocket
magical
nearly
composition?
popped. I don't know about you. I don't want to know about
Wait, no.
what's popping in his
Truly?
pocket. Really
From the
don't.
Mist's battles?
Yes, and we know that war claws are bound by potent souls. What if these creatures
Char
are
or
origin?
Wolverines? They're feral Wolverines. Let's see what we've got in the way of dailies that we can get done. Break an enemy defiance bar. That'll happen fast enough. Crafting. That'll happen elsewhere. A rift hunt. Let's go ahead and get the rift hunt. Wrong mount. Right mount. Let us hunt for a rift. It's right behind me. And there's a Mist's Rift. These are soloable. All of you fly. Fly, punks.
Extra damage. I
Another
need
player has joined. Very nice. All right, we have killed all of the things that we needed kill. And we've got 10 seconds before the boss shows up. Could show you, but you don't actually have a char. But you don't actually have a rolled char, Vorp. Sometimes I despair of you. Most of the time I despair of you. Really, let's be fair.
I am destined.
Well, one of the other players has died. We'll seal the rift. And that's one of the dailies taken care of. Had the pleasure of seeing one in the skirt yet. You don't have a char roll. It's fine. Check on it when you log in later today. Only play them for key farms. So they get deleted. You made every char in the world sad. We got a weekly done as well. Events, I think. Yeah, complete 10 events. Let's see. Meet your allies on the northern shoreline. Because you guys, or at least I know Vorp hasn't run any of this, I'm not going to do any storyline stuff. He just started working his way through Soto earlier today, as a matter of fact. We have a commander up, so he may be running something down there. If not, I can always run the Cat Scat event, or Cat Scat Heart. Thank goodness. Another more scat-based gameplay. Oh, it's another oh no, it's not. It's a large group, so it's a champion.
Such might. Ah, feels nice.
Ah, feels nice. Time to light him up. I've got 10 stacks of weakness on me. Whoop, not good. How about some healing? Healing action would be good. I like healing action. Oh, he's got something focused on me. I don't know exactly what it is, but I'm pretty sure I don't like it. Like that. I'm absolutely sure I don't like it because the torment got me.
That's how I do it.
Close
Oh
to
my god.
time.
This thing hits like a freaking truck.
Rally to me.
Rally to me. And nice. We've got a player helping me. And this thing is just a non-stop bazooka fest. What the fuck?
Such might.
I don't know if I've fought this one before. Gotta say, not a fan of it.
I'm in trouble.
I am in trouble. But I'm about to be much, much better. Oh, this person's gonna get a hit. As am I.
I'm in trouble.
I'm fading fast.
Good move.
This thing's freaking terrible as it keeps hitting everybody who's trying to res everybody. The damage it deals out is stupid. Now, there aren't a bunch of us. That's true.
Such might. I'll remember this.
A little help.
Ha! Extra damage.
Let's get to it.
That thing was freaking terrible. I don't know why it was a champ. There weren't so many of us that should have summoned a champ. So, I don't know what the hell that was. Drop like a green angel of death, yeah. Lurk to farm your house, very nice. I approve of this message.
It'll fetch a nice price.
It'll fetch a nice price. Bounce me. Going to finish Soto before you start. Yeah, I think that's the right answer, is to finish Soto. Or at least finish the first two maps. The storyline through the first two maps. The third map doesn't advance any of the interesting storylines, so... basically it's as if it's a side story to the first two maps, which is unfortunate, but kind of the fact of the matter. There's one player over here, and it is my nature to help. So here we go. Necro with Spear. Fell off from Guild Wars 2 for a couple of months due to overwork. I am using Pistol and Torch. And on the other hand, it is Spear, I believe. No, Sword, sorry. I am not very good at sword yet, but I like it. Another ranged weapon for Necro. And now that I made Bolt not too long ago as my second ever legendary weapon, I look like I'm dual wielding them.
Prey moves this way. We will follow.
We will follow. Good call. Yeah, I like it. I don't have a good rotation for it yet. It's got interesting mechanics. In that it's got a lot of the skills, if not all of the skills, are flip skills. So you do something with them and it changes the skill and then changes it back when you hit it a second time. And a lot of the first skills have a life drain, and then the flip skill, have a life spend. So it feels like it's backwards, but I like the mechanic.
On the ground. We must find where they lead.
Twisting River, what are you doing? Use my War Claw to sniff for clues. Ah, okay. I'm sniffing. I'll investigate.
Watch that you do not lose its trail over hard ground.
I'm not losing its trail. Now, shut up while I sniff. Your money is still on Throne and Liberty fucking things up. Yes, I agree completely. That it shouldn't, but it isn't the first time I've seen a game that messes with streaming.
We are close now. Let us see what the wilds offer us. There, that is the stag we've been tracking.
It's a Jan 3 reindeer. Wow, we kicked its ass. Sometimes the scaling is in your favor.
You fought well.
No, I agree. I would think that if it was a problem with Restream, most likely they would have it fixed. It would have been some glitch in the system that, only affected my stream or a couple of streams. But the fact that it was repeating itself on Throne and Liberty makes me think that. What was Santa feeding these? That one was easy. You should see some of the other ones. Holy crap, there are a couple of things that are no goddamn joke here. There's the one reindeer that you have to get on your war claw and break his bar by spearing him and then yoinking on the chain. Honeyflower. I don't know if I have any keys on this character. I don't. Bleep. Alright, well, I'm going to go buy 4 keys. Because I would be foolish not to. And I never want to be foolish. Most of the time, he's just foolish. Let's see. It's not, I'm in the wrong place talking to the wrong NPC. I can fix this. The answer is to be in the right place, speaking to the right NPC. That's not the right NPC, but it is the right place. Koden cash keys. You can buy 4 a day for the cost of 1 honeycomb and 1,000 karma, or you can buy like 9 more, something like that, to spend twice as much. But there aren't so many around that you need to pre-buy. So now if we head over here, there was that box that I had to run away from because I didn't have a key, and I resent that, so I must open that box. That box will receive no mercy from me. I will open it, and I shall reap the incredible rewards that await within. Possibly. Maybe. I hate to say. If I can find it. Maybe I can't find it. But I can get the lowland sapling. Alright, where was the damn thing? Is it up here? I'm on the wrong mount. Boing! Wackety, wackety, wackety. Why can I not mount? Why is this skill recharging?
There they go. The Journeykin will decide if these outsiders are worth anything.
I appear to have whiffed. I have no idea where that was that I was so desperately trying to get back to. And the loot is fine in those boxes. You want to open them if you can, but it's not a big deal. But I wanted it. Because it's free money. Free-ish. Alright, that is a champion, and it's a tough one, so I'm only interested in that if there's already a bunch of people attacking it, and it doesn't look like there is. Yeah, he's big. And people are aiming this champion. This is the one where you have to spirit.
Barbell was sending me on an easy hunt, just being a reindeer and all.
And then yoink on it.
Something's got this one all worked up. Need to tether it to your journeykin like
And
a
then
sandal.
once you break its
Put it
bar,
down.
you get to beat it up a bunch. And I really cannot freaking stand the voice work that covers the center of the screen. It is such a terrible implementation UI-wise. Come on, ArenaNet. You can do better than that.
Crashing away like a bullhead on an earthworm, isn't it? Keep at it.
I mean, sometimes it makes it impossible to actually do things. And they had the same problem in Soto, where especially if you use action camera, which when I'm just casually gaming like this, I do. Oh, that was a mistake. I use action camera. And right there it is again. It's just really, it's just an absolutely unforgivably bad UI choice. Other things, you can see the equivalent of talk bubbles along the top or bottom screen in either of the screen, and either of those is a vastly superior choice.
That'll silence you.
And we just about got him taken care of.
About you.
I have an air of gumption about me.
Well, I thank you. Never seen a reindeer quite that crack between the antlers. Had to be done.
Cracked between the antlers. Mm-hmm. It's a beautiful map, and it's a fun map to play. The second map is nowhere near the same quality. Oh, those are the code and cache keys, right? And my cup runneth under again, so I have to do something about that, clearly, because, well, I can't have an empty cup. I'll be right back. And we do not appear to have crashed. So, it appears to be thrown in Liberty, unless when I get back, we've crashed. Delicious. I'm back. And we even remembered to kill the AFK. We have a quest here. Time left 25 seconds. Alright. I need to pick weeds. I've got 17 seconds. I have to get at least one weed. I'm going to grab two. I'm going to make sure I get back to the compost pile and toss it in. 5 seconds left. That'll be good for a bronze, I assume. Ah, silver! Easy peasy. Squeeziness of your choice.
Maybe to get some much-needed rest. You should do the same.
We are partially done. Let's finish that heart off by picking up cat shit.
Told you. Long before you were in sight.
Warclaw scat.
Don't forget the fun part. Attention to Clean up those journey kit droppings.
It's poop, everyone.
Two of you to your training.
Poop's always funny. You know, the first time we had one of these scat quests, in Burning Crusade, at least that's the earliest one I can remember. It's certainly possible
Are a sure way to make fast friends of the journey kit.
that there was one before that in, I don't know, EverQuest or Ultima Online or Meridian 59. But the first one I remember was in Nagrand, where you get Nagrand cherries by finding the equivalent of Kopi Lowak in, like, the gazelle crap.
I can hear them
And
every
you
day.
could consume them
Anytime it gets
in an
quiet.
indeterminate nature and get water breathing for like 10 minutes. So I have a shitload of characters who still have Nagrand cherries in their
Good
inventory.
thing you were looking out for that cliff. In addition to an extra big dinner for you.
One more ought to do.
How about we take a little
Okay. One more ought to do. There we go. That's another heart complete. Damn it.
heavy boss does. Oh, yes, she does. Oh, yes, she does.
Better than mood loot.
And talk to the NPC and take advantage of the fact and now buy a curious lowland honeycomb, which is a currency, for 1,000 karma. The great thing about karma is it comes and goes. Old guy music reference.
Farewell.
Gosh, thanks. I'll try. What am I missing? That's what I'm missing. Okay. Don't worry. Momentary brain fart. It's fine. It's fine. The brain is functional again. Well, I mean, as close as it gets. My brain used to be really functional, but as I have gotten older, sadly, it's gotten less functional. So long. Missed me. Lol. I actually don't say lol out loud in real life, other than sarcastically or ironically, like I just did. So for instance, this poor iguana. Ah, the water is going. Let's see.
Steeped in sulfurs,
It's too
mineral healing
hot.
properties abound.
Yeah, it's too hot.
Benefits from oxid. That pool's much too toasty. Cool it down with some ice. Cold.
There we go. We cooled that one down. That one's too hot. There we go. I'm trying to keep him relaxed here. At least some of them. I think I'm the only person here who's trying to keep the Coden relaxed. Let's get a little hot water. God damn it. Why won't you let me just get up there? Like that. Jeez.
Visitor, you found your way to the healthiest spot in town. Steeped
Yes, I know I'm out. And let's heat these guys' water up a little.
Benefits from oxidation.
It didn't collect. Excuse me.
Improved circulation. Go on for days, I think.
Why is it not picking up?
And we're a bit short-staffed. Say,
I don't understand why it won't pick up.
lend me a hand and you're free to use the hot springs whenever.
There we go. Super hot water
Nothing
collect.
worse
All
than a
right.
frigid bath.
Now we can heat up the water for these poor guys. There we go.
I could stay here forever.
If we get the temperature high enough, you know what that means? It means bear soup. Sorry, bear soup. Possibly beer soup too. I've had beer soup. I've never had bear soup. We've got 30 seconds left to try and get them comfortable, or they're going to leave. I think that's the ideal temperature. We want them at orange. I think that guy is throwing too much cold water on them. You don't want to throw cold water on the party, you know. That's...
I call that done.
We failed.
Oh no, the pools. Vile as the Bog Queen swamp they are. The balance, the harmony, it's all off.
I have failed. I did my best.
How will anyone relax in this nightmare? Please, go. Need a moment, I do.
Wow. That guy is the very definition of a drama queen.
Ah, visitor, you found your way to the healthiest spot in town. Steeped in sulfurous mineral.
Oh, good. I leapt straight into that tree. Watch out for that tree. George of the jungle. Time left before they flee. I've got to kill them all. I'm the only person here. I don't think this ends well for our hero. But because I'm a hero, I don't give a what just because I don't stand a chance of winning. Yet. Maybe soon, but not yet. Veteran blighted earth. Let's give him a bunch of unpleasant conditions. So, like psoriasis, I think. Got one more Rot Strider over here. I assume we're going to get another wave when I finish this one off. Ambush! Additional enemies have spawned. Imagine my lack of surprise if you can.
enough endurance. Ah, feels nice.
Ah, feels nice. Yeah, nothing makes me feel quite as good as having all of my boons corrupted into conditions. It's just delicious. It's the way I want to spend my life.
I am death in power.
Harvest and bury the fallen local denizens, alright? Basically get rid of the goopy bodies. I can manage the event all by myself because I'm, as previously mentioned, a hero. Please, no need for rewards. The knowledge that I have done what is right and righteous, and that I have displayed how really supernaturally awesome I am. That's all I really need. Oh, you little jerk. These things were attacking you, too. Taking over your area, but no, you're going to turn me into stone. So hard to get good help. And event complete.
That's how you do it.
That's how you do it. Right there. That's how you do it. Bounce me. This is Coffin Ed. He is named, it is a really obscure name choice. I talk a lot about something being an old guy reference. I outdid myself in the old guy reference because this is, I bet 1 in 1,000 Americans have no idea what I'm referring to. It is a movie from the late 60s, I think, maybe early 70s, about a pair of black cops in New York, one of whom was called Gravedigger Jones, I think, and the other one was called Coffin Ed. One of them was Cotton Comes to Harlem. There was a second movie I'm sure, I don't remember the name of. It might have been a third. Godfrey Cambridge played Gravedigger Jones. Can't remember the name of the actor who played Coffin Ed, but I always loved that as a name for a character, and hence we have Coffin Ed. There was a new event that just suddenly vanished. Now it's back. Is it above? Below? Oh, it must be right there. Yeah. Is there anyone doing it? Or not? Looks like no one is doing it, but we also have the event down here, which is known as the Frogger event. For obvious reasons. Oh, apparently I've got to speak to the NPC to start it. Wow, there's nobody else around.
Aren't you?
All right, we'll talk with Tempered
Bet
Flame.
you're having real fun with all sorts of mundane tasks, eh?
Time to change the default mount back to the sky scale.
I help you. This frog stew.
Because he wants me to pick up frogs. Because he's making frog stew. And this is called the Frogger event because you have to pick up frogs and then you have to not do what I just failed to do. Get in there. You have to jump on the logs and not fall in the water. And work your way across. Just like the old video game of Frogger that you would only remember if you're an old video gamer like me. There we go. Frog in the soup pot. It's frog soup. I've never had frog legs, so I don't know. The frog legs are the original. They taste like chicken. The first thing everyone said tastes like chicken was frog legs. But even so, I'm tossing in whole frogs, and I'm with you. I'm not figuring that's actually a flavor sensation. But on the other hand, I'm not an enormous anthropomorphic bear.
There you go. Broth thicker than a bog.
Broth thicker than a bog. Yeah, I'm not sure that's a good thing, chef. Really not sure.
You could certainly do worse.
I think I can solo this, but another player coming by wouldn't hurt.
Stew's gonna go bad if it's on the heat much longer. Sure you can. Though, fair to admit, you're doing just fine.
I'm doing just fine. You see, guys, I'm doing just fine. He assures me. And he looks like an honest bear. Not sure exactly what an honest bear would look like, but he's got a very honest face, so I'm going to assume that's him.
Good catch.
One more, maybe two.
This harvest is first.
So Celia's Steel Fang there is going to take one of them over.
Fight!
And I'll get a gold medal. And they'll get whatever they deserve. Because don't we all get, in the end, what we deserve? No. There we go. 17 seconds. Frog soup will be ready. Who wants some? I will also note that the soup looks more like molten
that's
gold than
perfect
something you would
now.
want to eat.
Take a good big smell of that pot. Good enough for the Night
Do I
Sun
have to?
Festival. You're a real friend of the Bearkin, aren't you?
And now,
When I serve this up, I'll tell the council you helped make it.
let's go to one of the jumping puzzles. I think there are two in this map. And this is the hidden beehive. Oh, beehive. Let's see. The bees are... Beavis is one of them. Honey. And you have to talk to three of them in the right order. I think Beavis is first and Honey is last. Where's Beavis? Right, Beavis is over there. Where's the third one? I think their name begins with a C, but I'm not positive about that. Combs. Beavis, Combs, and Honey. And I believe you have to talk to them in alphabetical order. Where did Beavis go? Oh, there he is. Beavis. Beavis appreciated that. And if you talk to all three of them in order, you can then open the chest. I missed. You do have to be careful in here. There is a champion mob, the Queen Bee. And, well, if you attack her, unsurprisingly, the rest of the bees do not react in a positive, affirmational fashion. Missed it again. That's the price you pay for being an enormous Norn. Is a lot of times you can't see what you're doing in jumping puzzles. Char have a terrible time because they're bent over all the time, so it can be hard to judge. Did it again. Beginning to piss me off. And Asura, I'm actually pretty good at, but you have to kind of get used to it. Once you get used to it, I think Asura maybe have the easiest time of it. Oh, come on, Lens. Get your shit together, lad. That's better. All right, we've talked to Beavis. And now we'll talk to Combs. Combs appreciated that. Now we need to talk to Honey. Honey appreciated that. And then honeycomb covered gear bag. And that has a Mersat runestone, which will be used in crafting of Janthier Wild's legendaries. I believe 2 legendaries are coming in with this expansion. They're not in yet. They'll be in the, I think, at the 3-month mark. But 1 or both, maybe in the 3 and 6th, I'm not sure. There should be a spear coming and a back piece coming. The precursors for both are gotten by finishing out the map achievements for the first 2 maps. So Lowland Shore mastery is completed here. And that gets you this back piece, which looks like 4 elemental stones that are floating over your back. Kind of cool. What the final legendary will look like, I assume, will be a gussied up version of this. You'll note they glow in various amounts and times. We've got red, assumingly that's fire. Blue would be water. Yellow, lightning is air. And the brown / golden there is earth. And then Janthier Sentry map completion gets you, strangely enough, a helm. Sort of a bear helm. It's odd. That's supposed to, I believe, eventually lead to, is the precursor for the spear. So how you go from a helm to a spear, I'm not sure. But there it is. Let's pop over there. Nothing is happening here right now. There are a couple of events that spawn here. The one to take note of is down there in the flats next to the water is a salmon catching, literally catching, where the NPC will use their spear and flings salmon up in the air. You catch them and stick them in a basket. When that finishes, the presence of the fresh salmon summons up a champion tier mob that you fight, and then up here after that will be another event where you are skinning and gutting and salting fish that you caught previously. Pardon the yawn. Old man being old. Looking for more events. New event nearby. Over there. Yay, we've got a bouncy shroom. Bounce me! Well, that was not an exceptionally energetic bounce, I have to say that. I have been bounced more energetically than that. Truth be told. There's the new event. Fine, fine, fine. Touch and go. Here, I'm not sure what the event is. Help frantic hummingbird tend the garden. Is this the one we already did? It is. Well, we'll do it again. We'll grab the water jar. We'll fill it up from the spigot. And pour it on the dry soil. You gotta keep it irrigated. Bam, bam, bam. Sorry. We'll pick weeds because, well, weeds need picking. Drop them off in the compost pile. More weeds. Weeds. Weeds, weeds, weeds. And fruit.
I don't know why Frantic Hummingbird is making such a fuss.
Frantic hummingbird.
Carrots and potatoes will be so happy. If it's bitter, then
Weeds,
pumpkins,
weeds,
tomatoes,
weeds, and
fuego.
fruit. And weeds and fruit. And dried soil, which is kind of the default value for soil, I'm thinking. There's Frantic Hummingbird. Wow, I guess Frantic Hummingbird will take all that stuff. take the weeds?
Thank you, friend.
No, they take the
Saving my
fruit.
hide, you are.
Saving her hide we are. Well, again, it's back to the hero, you know. We got to help people, even if it's picking frickin' weeds and watering the dry soil. It's not all glorious. In fact, actually, this is busy work. I'm the hero, man. What the hell am I doing? Time left to turn in. 1 minute. I think we're done, but let's make sure we've got it done by grabbing the water, the spigot. Got more dry soil. Yeah, we're done. But we are getting progress on the heart as well. So there's that. Event successful. More karma, more lowland honeycombs. I have 640 of those. Right, we're about halfway done with this heart. Let's see if there are any bouts going on in the arena that we can do. Not, we can get some more completion by doing the dodge and the break bar. There is a fight going on. Barbed veil.
Such might. Brilliant ember. Refreshing. Ah, feels nice. A swirling gust.
Sadly, this is the hardest and most time-consuming of the fights.
Brilliant ember.
Welcome to Harvest Day. I may not survive.
I think we just witnessed a war crime.
Res that person, yay. Again, being the hero, you have to res people when you can, you know. Because you're not just about killing, you're about saving. But mostly you're about killing.
Need help here.
Formidable. But I didn't earn the title of Spearmaster.
And now she's going to get her spear and really going to kick ass.
Let's see you hold your own against my spear.
You don't want to see me hold my own. Besides, that's against the TOS for Twitch for me to hold my own. I mean, at least, like, above the level of the camera. Below, who's to know?
Feels nice.
Time to res some peoples. Not that person. Okay, we'll try to res them. They were actually dead, not just downed. Generally speaking, if you're dead, not down, you want to go and res yourself. Take the res, so to speak. Hey, stop attacking me like that. That's just frickin' rude.
Strength is mine.
There's one to remember me by.
Can't breathe. I am death incarnate.
I am death incarnate. You heard it here first.
Ah, feels nice.
Just a bit of your soul. You won't miss it.
I might not make
A
it.
potent combination. Look like it worked.
Pouring it on. Almost there.
Rip them up. Clear the air.
Victory is ours. The Wayfinder wins, as if I did it by myself, as if there weren't 6 or 8 Wayfinders doing it. No, it was just me. It was just me.
Now I shall break you.
We'll go ahead and we'll do some dodging over here.
Hey, Wayfinder! Janthir is wild terrain. You must prepare for the unexpected.
Missed me.
Not enough endurance.
Missed me.
More agile than you look. Well done.
I'm more agile than I look. Hey, just because I'm an enormous Norn, at least I'm not a big, fat, slow bear like you. Oh, burn! Just curious, you trying to work out here, or are you just hibernating? And that's the heart complete. Again, you pop up to the heart vendor and grab the currency bit for a little bit of karma. If you've been playing for a long time, karma is something you have in abundance. I, for instance, have 8,291,336 karma. So 1,000, not a big deal. Currently have 24 hearts on this character now. If you're not, there's also a heart currency, and what a heart currency can allow you to do is buy your way to completing a heart. Basically, each of those is worth a quarter of a heart, and you get those through various events. So I come over here to Shading Willow, and we buy the local writ of renown. had a quarter of the heart complete here, so 3 of them was enough to finish off the heart. Give me all of the heart completion stuff, and then I can buy another Curious Lowland Honeycomb for 1,000 karma. And once you've done any given heart a certain number of times, I think it's 15 or 12, every third one thereafter, third time you do it thereafter, you get a box with your choice of goodies that are generally held to be pretty unimpressive. To the point where a number of people have complained that they talked about increasing rewards from redoing hearts, and that's true to a degree, but once you hit the 12 or 15, whatever it is, doing 3 more does not give you much of an additional bonus.
Wayfinder, think we could hurry it up at all?
Let me sell my crap. Hi, Shading Willow. How you doing today? You're looking good. Very hairy. In a good way. Totally awesome looking in a bear way. And I will return Coffin Ed here to our home instance. Or now I guess it's the homestead instance, not the home instance. The home instance is still in your starting city for each character. I have not done much with mine right now. I'm really feeling disincentivized to do so because I feel they desperately, desperately need to add a feature to preview the things that you can make for your homestead. Because right now I've got a list of all of these things I can make, and that's a lot of stuff. But the only way to actually see what it looks like is to go to the wiki. So if I click red flag, normally most items you can create have a right click here for show me what it looks like. These don't. And it's a huge missing feature. It's a solid 20% ding on what is otherwise a almost masterful housing system. But the fact that we can't see what we're making other than a non-representative drawing without going to the wiki is a real significant issue. Festival tent. That's not a tent. That's an umbrella. Okay, how big is it? Don't know. In that case, though, you can scale it, so that's less important. You know, or how representative are these images? My guess is they're okay. But really, you just can't tell. Refined homestead fiber. It can't be that everything requires that. Obtained by refining basic plant material at the Homestead Fiber Refiner. Oh, okay. And that is over here. And this is where you can turn various vegetable and fruit bits, the harvestables. Upgrades. Which upgrades do we have? I think we have most of the upgrades. And basically you definitely want the upgrades before you start spending too much on stuff. Right, I've got all the upgrades for that. And I think all the upgrades for this. I don't have the upgrades for the other turn-in location. Right, I have all of them for this. I want to get the last of it for this as well. I don't think there is a way of turning any of the cloths or leathers into housing components that I'm aware of, which seems like an odd absence. Let's see, that's 3 gold and 100 Ursus Oblige. Yep.
Enough said.
200 Ursus Oblige and 45 Lowland Pine Logs. $7 gold and 75 refined hardwood. Wow, we only have 127 and 70. The 70 is no problem. 100 is kind of painful. But that'll finish up all of the upgrades. Yep, that's all of them. All right. We have all the upgrades now for refining, taking extra crafting materials and turning them into homestead crafting materials. But I think I'm going to call it here. I want to thank you guys for hanging out. I am sorry that it appears to be that Throne and Liberty does not like playing well with Restream. Maybe not any streaming. I'm going to take a look at that after I finish up here. But I think we've determined we have an existence proof that going back to Guild Wars, we had no problems, but we had lots and lots of problems over the last 2 nights with Restream and Throne and Liberty. So Throne and Liberty does not play well with that streaming software, maybe with none. But I want to thank you guys for hanging out, as always. I'm going to take tomorrow off, most likely, and should be back on Friday at the usual time, 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern. Middle of the night in Europe, morning in Asia, Australia, and New Zealand. Don't know what it's going to be. It won't be Throne and Liberty, though, obviously, because that keeps crashing on me. Whereas it seems like Restream's got no problem with literally anything else. One more time, thanks for hanging out. As always, it is appreciated. I hope the rest of your Wednesday night goes great. That's Hump Day. You've completed Hump Day. It's downhill. You can coast towards the weekend. I give you permission to coast at your job. Don't listen to Lens. I'm back in 2 days. Hopefully you'll see me soon. Have a great night tonight. Take care, and ciao for now. Good night, guys.